All right. This week we checked out Forager.
Yep.
Sort of.
I didn't, but you guys did, maybe.
I kinda did.
Well, I mean, we in theory.
Well, not in practice, we in general.
We theoretically checked out Forager.
Yeah.
Now, actually, one of the things that I've already noticed is that the island layout is different from the game that I played. I only played like 2 or 3 islands in, but your layout is different. So I think that as you buy them, they're randomly generated.
Well, I just bought my 3rd island here.
Yeah, that island that's to your left was to the north for me. So
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not that surprised that it's like randomly generated in that case. So this game is like sort of like a clicker almost.
Yeah, it kind of gave me that feeling of like a more active clicker type game.
Yeah.
You have to just get this resource to build that thing, to get this resource to build that thing, except it's so drastically simplified that...
To the extent that you don't actively like plant trees, they just appear.
Yeah.
Sometimes to like an unfortunate extent where it's like you'll have an island just completely covered in trees.
Mm-hmm. And then you feel like you have to get rid of some of them in order to get other things to spawn.
Or even just to walk. Like, I have parts where I literally cannot cross areas because there's just too many trees in the way.
Mm-hmm.
So the main gist of this game is you kind of go around and you know, destroy... Well, not destroy, but, like, break resources so that you get more stuff, and then you kind of use that stuff to build other stuff.
Yeah, it's like one of the... It's the simplest form of Minecraft distilled into the actual fun part.
Yeah, like a crafter survival game. And the reason why I compare it to a clicker is because it is very much like watching numbers go up sometimes. It's just like, I'm getting this so that I can get this so that I can get this. It reminds me of like a more streamlined version of Wayward.
Yeah.
Which I really liked Wayward, but the problem with it was too dense and it got really crazy with, I need to get like 10 things to unlock this one thing that I need to do all this shit with. Whereas this game's very much like, at a certain level, it's just like, get money.
Right. So see, you just got, you just went into this skill tree. That's another thing that I think is really interesting. You gain XP by doing pretty much anything, and then you have this little skill tree where you unlock new skills. Well, some of the skills will say, like, this type of resource now grows, so you can't get cotton until you've taken a certain skill.
Yeah.
Or you can very, very slowly.
No, I think I think certain resources just straight up don't spawn, I'm pretty sure. I think cotton was one of them. I think it says... What?
I didn't know you could click the chickens. I never thought to farm my livestock. I'd just kill them.
Yeah, if you walk up to the chicken and push E, it drops eggs.
Yeah.
And
It's gonna be kind of a weird question, but is inventory space in this game a thing? I mean,
yes.
You talk about like
It
it's
is limited.
okie dokie.
It's limited, and certain skill tree things give you more. So it's definitely a
Or
thing you
can
have to deal with.
craft larger backpacks as well. But there comes a certain point where you aren't getting any new types of resources, and I think what you have to do at that point is get enough gold to purchase another island. So
Yeah.
you literally make the money yourself. You mine out the gold and then turn it into coins.
Or, you know, I see, we're not to that part. And there we go, my inventory is full. We're not to that part yet, but eventually in this playthrough, I get a skill that lets me just like dump things out of my inventory and turn it into gold.
Yeah.
So eventually you
Yeah,
can
I was
just sell
working on
things and
unlocking a marketplace, I believe.
so what happened with that was I got the market, but I wasn't able to build the market yet.
Yeah.
So what I ended up doing was just getting the next thing in the skill tree, which was like just dumping out of the inventory. And then eventually when I did build the market, I was like, I don't even need this because I can just sell it from anywhere, basically.
I see.
Yeah.
Unless I wanted to sell like partial stacks of things instead of the whole stack. Like that was the only real difference. So it was kind of funny.
What do those fairies do? I actually never went into magic at all. I was like, I'm gonna be a business mogul here.
The fairies are actually pretty important because when you click on them, they give you stamina, heal you to full, and give you experience.
Oh.
Which I have not yet discovered here, as you can see with my 1 heart.
With the fact that you didn't click them. Yeah, you know, I was like, am I just gonna be on 1 heart for the rest of the game?
Did you ever die? I never died.
I did. I died. And what it did was it reloaded me about 4 seconds before I died.
Oh, interesting.
It kicked me all the way back to the main menu screen, said game over, and then it's like, oh, here's your save.
Yeah.
It's 4 seconds before you died. You didn't
Yeah,
lose
I wonder
anything.
if that's just lucky, or if... Like, I wonder if it saves every 15 minutes and you just happen to get it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I think it saves, like, when you build something, maybe. I'm not sure. So, I do have a question for you, Saine. Did you ever figure out how to get bone?
No, I did not get that far.
Yeah.
I think that it is just... I think you just need to get to a point where there's an island that has skeletons on it or something.
And then they'll start spawning everywhere.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what's
That
going on
makes
there.
sense. Yeah.
I
noticed that you haven't gotten this little puzzle in this piece yet.
Yeah, I fucked with it a little bit earlier, and then eventually gave up because I didn't want to. I didn't want to try all the combinations, but eventually I do. And what you get is you unlock little costume pieces, so that gives you nerdy glasses.
Yeah.
Which
I
gives
think also gives you more XP.
Yeah, they give you some sort of stat. Like a lot of the costume stuff gives you little stat bonuses, but eventually you get a like wardrobe thing, which lets you pick whatever you've unlocked. Like at some point I unlock like a Cthulhu head that I can have as my like face.
So wait, that's like actually a combination because all I did was hit 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's a combination. You just didn't. I guess you just did it right.
Lucky and got 1, 2, 3, 4 as my combination.
Well, they're not clearly like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I tried doing that in a number of ways. So I'm pretty sure that yeah, it is. It might just be a random combo. I don't know.
Interesting.
Unless for some reason the symbols meant more to you than it did to me. I don't know.
I don't know how to explain it, but there's just like the number of like ins, I guess.
Yeah, I
spent
spent
playing the game currently to go and look at it. I couldn't describe it.
Yeah, I spent like later on. I spend like 5 minutes and do finish it, but because every time you put one down, it limits the combinations by a lot because there's only so many.
Yeah.
That you can do if there aren't.
If they aren't repeatable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So eventually I do figure it out, but it's because I like go over there and actually try.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, I'm guessing sleeping isn't a mechanic based on the fact that you're like
No, you
replenishing
just
it. Yeah.
shove
It's not.
food down your throat.
Yeah.
Food is sleep in this game.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it is in most of those other games too, but sleep is just like better at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here I'm kind of like
tree is
looking
really
at them.
nice. Did you ever get
Yeah.
any of the like perks? I think you get those for achievements, but I didn't see what type of buffs they would give.
I did not get the perks, no. That one gives you more experience, so I was like, hell yeah, I'm taking this as early as possible.
Yeah, that's really good. You could, because that way you just get more skill points.
Yeah.
I took the one that gives you more gold pretty early on, or like more gold coins per gold ingot or whatever. That got me islands really fast, but I was just sitting there mining random crap because I needed to level up more.
Yeah, what I ended up doing, like, eventually I got, oh, here. Let's see if I actually, this might be really boring, because I might sit here and just fuck with it for 10 minutes, I don't know.
That's funny. See, I think it's,
maybe I did it once and was like, I'm not doing this right now, I don't
bottom
remember.
right, top left, top right, bottom left. See, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
No, I think... Yeah, I think the first time I tried it, I was trying that one first.
Hmm.
So, I don't know.
Maybe it is just a random combination, and I just got lucky.
See, I just... yeah, I don't know. For a while, I was thinking that it was, like... like a water stream path, because you know how they look sort of like lines. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
so I thought it was like sort of an irrigation puzzle, if that makes any sense to you.
right, because there's no, that does make sense.
But eventually I'm just like, I'm not gonna fuck with this right now.
Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah, so it really does have the same kind of scratches the same itch as a clicker, for both in a good way and a bad way. Like, on one hand, clickers are sort of more convenient because you don't have to walk
actively
around.
play them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same
But
time,
also,
like,
if you
this
want
game,
to actively play them.
yeah, this game it gives you the feeling of like constantly trying to unlock the next thing without really having to, or without, you know, doing more than just watching numbers go up literally. Even though in essence a lot of it is just like walking over to the, you know, coal and getting a bunch of coal and then dumping a bunch of coal in the thing to get, you know, steel and that sort of thing. So
Yeah.
and eventually, like, you get enough, like, more and more islands to the point where there are, like, a lot of different things.
Mhm.
And I don't
So
know.
it kind of gets. It was saying anyway. It's supposed to invoke like a Harvest Moon type of deal eventually when you get all these islands. Because one of the islands that I unlocked was actually like a museum where you have to.
Yeah, I
give
got
them
that one.
50 of each collectible or something. So, and that's definitely a Harvest Moon type of Stardew Valley thing. Collecting all of the collectible items.
Did you get the fairy one?
I see. I didn't even go into magic at all.
No, there's a fairy island.
Oh, interesting.
I got that, and it's like, give me 1,000 gold.
Oh,
So
I'm
at one
sure you'll
point,
be able to.
so at one point, I take a detour to make a bunch of gold instead of buying islands.
I see.
I don't remember if I do it in this video or not. I don't think I do, but.
Right.
But yeah, like, one of the annoying things about the game is because you have no control over where things spawn. Things
Yeah, you're running
constantly
around
spawn in your
looking
way.
for shit.
Well, no, things constantly spawn in your way, so, like, I had to knock down that, gold block just to, like, get through there.
Right.
Here, I finally unlock coinage so that I
You're
can
being
make...
systematic with where you go with your shit. You, like, spiraled outwards. I just kind of... I was like, I want to go this way, and I just went one way for a little bit.
I sort of do that later, but initially I was just like, I want to see kind of what all of the basic ones are, so that I
Right.
have an idea of, like, what the major, like, trees are.
Right.
And then it's like, then I just was kind of like, well, I'm gonna get the experience one because that sounds really good. I'm gonna get the coin one because that one sounds really good. You know what I mean? Like, and it wasn't really about, you know, it wasn't really about, like, trying to be systematic. I was just going for whatever looked the best at the time.
I see.
See, I made a bunch of fishing things so that I'd never had to worry about food, because eventually I was just, like, making so much fish that it didn't matter.
Yeah, but you have to break down those berry bushes anyway.
Well, sure, but you can use those to just make more fish. And then you can
that's
sell all the berries and just get more fish.
Yeah, okay, sure.
And that's kind of what I was ended up doing. I ate a lot of...
Just like
I
a
even
little
got,
bit.
like, an achievement for catching, like, 100 fish or something at one point.
Oh, that's funny. It sounds like that sounds like something that would be a perk.
I think that's the one that unlocked the Cthulhu hat.
Oh, interesting.
Because of squid, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah. So can you change your cosmetic things, or do they just all stack on top of each other?
You do change them. In fact, when I got the Cthulhu head, it didn't. I was already wearing the nerd glasses, so it didn't put it on. Eventually, I got this house with a dude in front of it, and then when you go inside his house, he like has a wardrobe in there that lets you change it.
Okay, so you have to unlock an island to change your wardrobe.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder, since it seems to be procedurally generated, at least in chunks of island, because those islands are identical, they're just in different spots. I wonder if it'll not let you, like, it won't generate a certain island until you've gotten certain conditions. Like, I wonder if it wouldn't generate that island for you if you didn't have anything to change.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, did you ever unlock this island?
No, I've never seen that island. It was not in one of the...
Look, I immediately start attacking this person, and then they're like, ah, what's happening? And I felt bad, so then I never killed them. So from that point on, I never attacked him again.
You just left him there?
Yeah. And I don't know what they do or what they drop, but I felt bad, because when you talk to this person, it's like...
You were amazing and we love you.
Yeah, I know, it's like, I don't want to attack these guys, they're so nice.
You're my favoriteest person in the history of ever. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be able to kill him.
And then that's after I attacked one of their dudes, and when you attack them, the main guy was like, it's okay, I still love you, while they're screaming. And it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's probably the point. I bet they just grow beets for you or something. They're probably cool guys.
Yeah, I don't know. So, you know, this game definitely does have a sense of humor about it, though.
Mm-hmm.
See, the pigs drop poop, and I didn't know if I needed the poop, so I never really killed the pigs. But later on, I find out that when you kill the pigs, they drop leather, which is a lot more useful than killing chickens. So...
Yeah. A lot more useful than poop.
Yeah. See, look, he just dropped poop. Now I have 3 poop.
And what the hell did you ever find a use for it?
No.
Probably
Not
good
yet.
for, like, farming or some dumb shit.
Yeah, maybe, but... I haven't gotten into advanced farming yet either, so I don't know.
Right.
I'm like full on space here, but like once I get the thing that lets you just directly sell crap, I immediately never have an issue with it again. I feel like a lot of advanced knowledge of the skill tree would really make you like more efficient with making like playing the game, but on your first blind playthrough, it's like you're just trying to figure out what stuff does. So.
Which I think is a better way to do it than just to know everything. And unless you're like trying to speedrun something, it's like just go into things blind.
Yeah, it really depends.
Yeah, and some people might want to play through this game once to get a good idea of the skill tree, and then like go through it again with a advanced knowledge so that they can go for specific things.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or
like, I
like,
have this
get through it
build
faster.
that does that. Yeah, like a build game, build-based game.
Yeah, and I didn't show it in this, but when you get certain requirements, you can unlock different items. So, like, eventually I'll get something that like lets you build amulets, and amulets give you like more resources, and then there's also boots that make you like go faster, and then there's like you can upgrade your weapons so that you kill slimes easier. And
Yeah.
like when you upgrade your pickaxe, which this footage started with the slimy pickaxe, but I got that by killing slimes and iron, and then put it together for a slimy pickaxe, which kills
It
things.
gets rid of your old pickaxe, but it does more damage.
It breaks things faster, which is like way better. And I felt a little bad because I really wanted the bone pickaxe, because I still felt like I was breaking stuff slowly, but you know.
Right.
That is kind of like the story of these games. You like in Minecraft, you want to get a diamond pickaxe so you can mine faster, and it's the same kind of idea. Except this game doesn't have durability, so you don't have to worry about breaking everything.
Yeah, you just kind of keep going. Your pickaxe is your only thing. It's like you can see here in the footage, Saine has his anvil and his smelter and a sewing bench.
Yeah.
And, like, that's it. That crafts a lot of gear for you. Sometimes the gear is even locked behind your little skill tree, like knowledge of crafting blank.
Yeah, like I said, boots and amulets and that sort of thing are. And here I discover, oh shit, 5 leather and 20 bricks. Okay, what do I need to make bricks? And then I like go look.
See, I was working towards the market in my game, I believe.
Eventually, yeah, like I was like, oh my god, 20 bricks. So I which I didn't have enough coal for.
Yeah,
and leather was an issue because
But you know you can turn trees into coal.
Yeah, I know. Which eventually I do, but
Right.
I think leather was actually the issue for me because I wasn't killing my animals, so I didn't really know.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that they would drop other resources. I just killed them.
And in my mind, it was like, pigs don't drop leather, cows drop leather. So eventually I find cows, and I kill those, but, you know, it doesn't give me anything.
Right. See, I thought that those were cows from the beginning. I don't think I ever found pigs. But maybe they
Oh,
were
weird.
tied to different islands or something.
Yeah, maybe it is all pretty random. So anyway, that's Forager. I think that, like, from watching the game, you're gonna know whether or not it's gonna be your thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard to say, you know, just straight up whether I recommend it or don't recommend it, because it's like, you either are going to like it or hate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can
Yeah.
see by looking at it if that's the kind of thing that's gonna be for you. Like, if you play a lot of cookie clicker and like that sort of watching the numbers go up, you might love this game. You know, but if survival style games are kind of boring to you, you might hate it. So, you know, it's totally up to you. Yeah,
All right.
so that's our thoughts on Forager.
Forager.
We'll see you guys next time, and remember, as always,
Stay beautiful.